else. So this is how long your arm is now. Then I take this instrument. What do you think this is? It's a tenaculum. No, I'm not going to clean your teeth. I'm going to catch the major artery, pull it out. I got 2 pre-tied wax laden sutures. I'm going to come over and tie that off. I'm going to do the same thing with the major vein. Once I have the 2 major blood vessels tied off, in the brazier here of hot coals, I've got a cautery iron. And I'm going to cauterize the end of that stump. Then I'm going to loosen the tourniquet a little bit, see if there's any more bleeding. If need be, I grab another, and I keep repeating it until I have no more bleeding. Once there's no more bleeding, you're done. We don't need the tourniquet anymore. So that's a arm. Then I'm going to take a nice bulky dressing and just going to saturate this good with household flour, just regular flour. I'm going to get it from the baker. What? I'll tell you what. So I put that on the end of the stump. Then I'm going to run dressings, back and around to hold that. And then I start up high, and I keep wrapping tighter and tighter and try to get the end of that stump as small as I can get it. And when it's all done, who's got the camera? You got the camera, Dad? Then we have these nice woolen caps to contain it, to measure your amputated child. Now it goes off to hospital for care. Now, 48 hours later, on board ship, what's water for?
Drinking.
Drinking. Not wasting on this. So we're going to use, we got barrels and barrels and barrels of vinegar on board for disinfecting below decks. We're going to soak it with a little bit of water mixture. We're going to soak that. Then we're going to change the dressing because we don't want to, and that was the reason for the flour, like you said. Because I don't want all that serous sanguineous fluid soaking in and then ripping it open and bleeding again. So with the flour on there, then with the soaking, I can get it off pretty good. And then I'm going to redress it, and then every 24 hours thereafter. Now, how long, you can relax your arm now. How long, don't worry, you got your arm back. I put a little bit of salamander blood in there. It goes right back. Did you get the joke? No. Dad, you can explain it later. All right, so there's 2 things I did. So what do we think? How long did this operation take? 8 minutes. Do you know her?
No, I'm just
She don't like you. Any other guesses? Dad, how long?
24.
Your dad, 24. A good, well-practiced surgeon. We're talking 1 bone. 2 bones takes a little longer. You're going to cut the tissue in between. Cut through the tissue, saw through the bone, tie off the major bleeders in 1 to 2 minutes. You had to operate quickly, otherwise the patient will go into shock and die. One of the fastest recorded amputations was 44 seconds. And 2 fingers off the assistant's hand because he didn't move as fast as the surgeon did. And it was documented. That's how we know. What do you think the percent of survivability is?
That would be my question.
Give me a guess. Don't know him. Stay away from him. What'd you say? 35? Dad? 50 to 80% survivability. Because there's 2 things I did for my reason that benefited her for another reason. Yes, 1, the vinegar. It's an acid, kills germs. Now we don't know germs. I mean, hence the apron. Blood gets slippery. I wipe between patients. If she's patient number 1 of the day, she gets clean hands and clean instruments. Your patient 20 of the day, everything from the last 19 patients is here. I don't wash the stuff I'm going to go eat. And they don't get washed, sharpened, and oiled It's not surgical stainless steel or rust until the end of the day. All right, what's the other thing? Give you a hint. When I cauterize it, these are cherry red hot. So I'm trying to burn the blood vessels to seal it. Yes, a word I do not know. I sterilize the end of the stuff. And then doing the periodic dressing changes. So yeah, good chance of survivability. You feeling okay? So, what's your name? Give Claire a round of applause.
This group is clean.
Do you want to inspect my bed or
Close quarter to the right. March. Fix your right.
You can push off. We're gonna do, it's called starting or rowing backwards. So everybody, Sky, hopefully we'll get better pictures on the other side. Since we always look down when we first do it. Okay, Carter, watch it, or you're gonna have to lift it over that area. There you go. Take it again.
It's not that good.
So did you put the line out?
Not yet. Matt still has to come in. I still have your phone, by the way.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yep.
And this is just awkward, we're just rolling backwards, but.
Why do you think they lost the war?
I think I should have been a rower. I'm good at rowing.
I think you should have been a rower too. Is there an age limit for rowing? There are all these rules,
I
but
guess.
in 1776, I don't think there were rules.
Yeah, and I asked Will, he said no. He said no, there's an age limit or no, you can't row. Because Will is so, he's a safety person. But technically, in 1776,
It's okay. It's not so bad. We'll only have a wet bottom for a little bit.
Don't go in.
Yes, you can sit right here and stop it right here. You have to sit on this one. You have to sit on these two right here. Don't sit on that one.
There you go. You should have sat down. It's your fault.
He's like, oh well, I'm
Sorry.
so sorry.
Yeah, because you wanted it. Okay.
Okay, Floki, come on, buddy.
It sounds like, but it was sad to see.
Yeah.
So cute.
Give me a lift.
He wants to be held. Someone took a seat instead.
It's tragic.
He's so sad.
It's like, oh, this is for me.
Okay, I guess we're giving up the element of surprise.
does that come before or after uranium?
The idea is to signal the British on the beach.
Right. Take care. Whoa. Form. Run. Rest front right.
Shut up. Be gone with you. Your musket don't scare us. Your musket flashes don't scare us. Be gone. Go home!
Okay, Sergeant. You first, and I will hand you. Sergeant.
look at that old man getting off the boat.
Boo! I'll have you flogged, sir.
Sergeant Ransom, sir.
Sir? Joy.
Sergeant? Sergeant, give my compliments to your men on your prompt arrival on the beach.
Platoon, rest your firelocks.
Who's that man?
All you royal puff guts, thank the Boston.
Sergeant, arrest that man. That man is a traitor to the crown. He's a deserter.
Come here, come here. Step near me. You two tell you. Come in. Come in.
Let him go!
Your firelocks. Hold him steady. Small part of value, I will. Who cares?
You think that you can escape justice from the crown? What a traitor. I can't believe it.
Let me go.
No. The crown has ways of dealing with deserters. I think a noose will suit you just fine. Sergeant, lock this man in irons.
God save the king.
God save the king! Too quiet. I know, I couldn't hear that. Nice and secured. Till we get back. I'll have to take the ration from the 38.
Sir, I'm using the best technology at hand. Into, order your firelocks.
You good, Doctor?